Welcome to the hills of the Killpack tribe, where we are going to be trying our best to take on another one of the Pixel Biology extreme niche challenges by beginning on another killer island. The deep jungle island has defeated us multiple times. The home island turned out to be nothing to write home about, and now we find ourselves in the hills, the shadowed hills, which I have never been in, and I have to say, after having died multiple times in the deep jungle, I'm not that intimidated by what I see. A bunch of waving grass? Where's the man-eating plants? The gigantic apes? But I don't know what kind of secrets and mysteries are actually hiding within this grassland. Maybe there's nothing to be found in these deadly hills. Maybe we're going to starve to death. We're going to have to see. But we are beginning our new tribe today with two new nichelings and a new special twist I will mention to you guys in just a second. But we have Lalu and her mate Tirgan here. They are actually, believe it or not, considered weaklings from their previous tribes, and they were thrown out and wandered their way here together as kind of tribe rejects because they are from a strong and powerful people who need to be stronger than one measly claw allows. They have not forgotten those lessons, but they tend to be a little bit kinder of heart, these two, than their tribe of origin may have been. But they are going to try to see that there's strength even within their humble origins, and we are going to raise up a wolf pack tribe. That is going to be our twist this time with this extreme challenge, my friends, is we are going to try to make a wolf pack tribe, and we are going to do that by having a very clear alphas who are the main breeders. And please don't get me started on the fact that that is bad science. Oh my gosh, wolves do not actually have the alpha beta omega system. That was really bad science. Please look it up at how they mostly function as multiple family groups. That's not good, but we're gonna go with that myth of wolves having the alpha omega beta lineup, which is bad science. Very bad, very bad. I really have to reiterate that every time because I am a biologist and a teacher, and it really irks me that that's still around and so popular just because it's a romantic idea. Deep breath, Seri, don't go rage goose. Oh my goodness. But anyway, for the purpose of story and myth, we are going to build a wolf pack from Tirgan and Lalu. They are gentle of heart, but that doesn't mean the world is a gentle place, and they know they must be strong enough to be able to defend and feed their families. So our twist with this extreme challenge is going to be the same as the last two, where we are not going to look at the genes. We have blind genes, never peeking at what genes we have available. We are going to try to survive for 100 days in whatever form or fashion we happen to find ourselves in. And we don't have a nest restriction this time around. We do not have to nest in a certain block. We can be on any island. But I want to see how many islands we can conquer as a wolf pack, and to conquer an island, we must clear out pretty much every scrap of grass on it, and we must feast upon whatever resources are within. And as soon as we clear away every scrap of grass, we'll say we have conquered the island. So, I mean, the regrowable grass will pop back up like it is wont to do. That's fine, but we're basically going to conquer. We're going to try to conquer each island, and we're going to see how many hard islands we can conquer, basically. Conquering an easy island doesn't count. If we pop over to it, this looks like it could be a hard island. This definitely looks like it could be a hard island. But if we went to somewhere that was full of light and daisies, that doesn't count. It just doesn't. So we're going to try that. We're going to try to conquer as many islands as possible over 100 days with our wolf pack. The Killpack is actually what they're called, Kalpack, the Killpack tribe. And we're going to try to make them a wolf pack, and we're going to conquer and mostly end up being meat eaters because I'm going to add in a new challenge that I have never tried before, where if we end up incidentally being born, like right now Lalu has Crackerjaw, with traits that allow us to feed on plants, that's cool. But we're going to only be allowed to put into the mutation menu things that have to do with defense and being able to eat meat. We cannot put anything like Crackerjaw cannot go into the mutation menu. We cannot put in Nimble Fingers. That has nothing to do with being able to hunt, so that doesn't go into the mutation menu. We can put in things that have to do with like fishing if we want to, but I think we may restrict that as well now that I think about it, because a wolf pack, I mean, there are swimming wolves, believe it or not, and actually my home state of Michigan happens to boast a small, it's actually a wolf couple that lives up on some of the islands in the Great Lakes that are the center of a lot of really interesting news right now. If you want to look it up, the swimming wolves of the Great Lakes around Michigan. There's only 2 of them. People act like it's the end of the world, but it's literally only 2 of them. They're fine. And they really keep to themselves, and there's plenty to eat up there that's not related to people. So yeah, there are swimming wolves, but I don't think we will allow ourselves to put anything related to swimming into the mutation menu. It can only be things related to defense, hunting, and cosmetics. So no fishing traits then. And no traits that are only useful for the gathering up plant matter. However, if we happen to be born with a trait that allows us to go ahead and crack open nuts, then cool. And if we're born with a trait that allows us to go ahead and collect up, whoops, I shouldn't have moused over it. Well, we already knew she had runner's leg. If we are born with a trait that allows us to gather up berries, then cool. And if we invite people into our tribe that can do those things, that's fine. We're a very adaptable wolf pack. But we can only ever put into the mutation menu anything, and I have to put things in the mutation menu, so I can't just like casually slide Lalu's genes in without risking them changing. So yeah, you have to put something in the mutation menu, and it can only be things related to what you would expect a strict obligate carnivore to have. So there we go. Whew. Thanks for sitting through that little wib-de-woo. We're gonna go ahead. I guess Lalu would just be like, you know what, well, this is it then, I suppose, Tiergan. And Tiergan, I mean, like, there's no point in getting Platypus Bill since we're a wolf pack. And so we're going to give them some traits. I'm going to give them normal eyesight for now. I'm going to go ahead and give them normal eyesight. I do want them to pass on that claw that they have, because it's going to be donkey years before we can actually pass claw on. So I might wait on doing anything there. I wish I could tell them. I wish they had, she has ram horns, which is amazing, and I wish I could make that happen. Anything else that might be good for hunting? Not really. Nothing that's very good for hunting. There's runner's leg, which gives you speed and stealth, but also collecting. So I'm going to say if they're born with runner's leg, cool deal, but because it allows for collecting, I can't go out of my way to put it in there, which is a bit of a pity, but I'm going to really stick to these rules. So if I'm doing that, how's their tails? 1 beaver tail, 1 fluffy tail. Let's see. Hind legs hind legs add for swimming, but that's different than like, you know, well, runner's leg, it allows for plant eating, and I want to really push us to be like strict carnivores to give us that extra edge of that kind of challenge. So I'm not going to allow myself to put runner's leg in there, but just being able to swim, that's different than being able to fish. So having normal hind legs is fine. But all right, so we have normal eyesight as the thing that he could possibly pass on. I guess we'll just go ahead. Let's do like very dense patterning, and we'll just give him a cosmetic because I don't really have anything else to offer them. And maybe let's go ahead and try to blend in a little bit better. So maybe we can go with like chestnut brown fur. Let's go with moss brown fur, because maybe Lalu was also tossed out for clearly standing out too much and not being able to hunt as a very good as a result of that. But all right, let's get them moving so that they can get away from me, leech. I saw you. Get away, leeches. Oh my gosh, there's so many leeches. Lalu, watch out. It's Attack of the Leeches, first thing. I didn't expect that. Crab it. Eat that leech. Lalu, I'm so sorry. First thing, and we're already like immediately attacked by leeches. I did not expect that happening. Well, Lalu, at least you've got a nice little spot right over here, literally next to a bunny burrow. And I guess we can go ahead and like, we can actually eat from this berry bush. As long as, like, if they are born with those traits, and they can, we'll do it. But our goal eventually is to get the tribe to the point where they are actually strict carnivores. But if they can eat from the other things, then I won't stop them. Just like eventually we may have like double claw and no ability to eat any plant life, and we could try to destroy it in desperation, but we can't actually go out of our way to breed up creatures that can do that. Oh, the return of the big blue bird. Who wants to eat my baby? You can't have her. Back off. All right, and Lalu is bleeding. There's actually some, should I go ahead? There's actually some like clams down there that I kind of want to eat. So I'm going to scooch Lalu over. Their child is Nari, has been born, and she's beautiful and unfortunately doesn't have any claws. I think that would discourage both of them for just a second, because they would be like, oh no, what if our tribe was right? And we like really aren't meant to be very strong. I'm going to just destroy that whole berry bush. I'm going to wait till the baby grows up to go ahead. Dad's going to watch over her. And I'm going to let Mom maybe come down here and risk... Are the clams still there? Yeah, the clam is still there. It's just covered up by the paw. So I'm going to let Lalu come down here. Oh, there's so many clams. And while she can, while that beloved cracker jaw that drives all of you mad that I adore so much is there, we're going to let Lalu feast upon the clams. Come on. That is some yummy, yummy food. Very good, very good. Her daughter will stay close by. Tirgan can come over here. We'll let him go ahead. There he goes. I think bringing home some fresh meat would make them both feel a little bit better, because that is what a good, strong predator can do. Predator can do. A good, strong, oh my, holy cannolis. This is why this is a hard island, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead. And we're going to give it a run. We're just gonna, is Nari! Run, daughter, run! Run and don't look back! Just get out of here! Tegan! Oh my good golly gosh. Lalu, run for it! Like, go this way. Everybody scatter! Everybody scatter. Just get out of here. Don't eat those poison berries, for crying out loud, unless things are really that dire. Just scatter. Run. Oh, here he comes. Jeez Louise, he can move it. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna give him a good swipe. Take that, Bearyena. And then we're gonna run with Dad into the defenses. There we go. Lalu can actually destroy that toxic berry bush. I just lost, unfortunately, my beloved nest. I'm very sad. Yay, Lalu! Oh, how the Nishling gods look after you, Lalu. Now you have your very own nest on the other side of the island. Dad is over here. He cannot destroy this berry bush. He doesn't have enough strength. However, he can get this bunny. So, and Tegan is well hidden because of her stripes inside of the grass. So maybe she won't be easily found by the predators. Nice. This is a much better start than we were having on the jungle island, I say. Oh dear. All right, there's another child. We now have another child. This Bearyena is still following us. We're gonna give him a couple really good swipes, I think. Maybe one each. There we go. There's a creature over here. Oh no, he's a rogue male. What? Oh, nonsense. Oh, nonsense. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're like, we did it! We defeated this Bearyena! And unfortunately, this rogue male is getting awful close to our daughter, so I think that Tirgan may actually do some serious attacking. Also, speaking of attacking, how many more attacks until we can actually go ahead? Hang on, where's my attack? Ram horns. So we're like getting kind of close to a fourth of the way already there on unlocking ram horns and unlocking, let's see, not a claw, which would be awesome. So I think we might be okay on this island, I say, as these creatures lurk overhead and there's predators everywhere. We just gave birth to a new child, Kier. That's awesome. That's a pretty, that name bodes pretty well, if you ask me. It's a name of great hope. His mother really wants to see him survive and thrive. We have found a healing plant. We are out of the camouflage, unfortunately, but we do have a new young son born with Crackerjaw under a tree. He must do what he must do, but we will eventually hopefully become a strong wolf pack. Darn, you know, the this is ridiculous, but one of my big thoughts is actually like, cool, we're succeeding. And then part of me is like, man, I really wish this was in the jungle. So guys, I do think we're gonna go back to that jagged jungle attempt in the future. Just, whew. All right, we'll stay with the wolf pack for a while. Maybe jagged jungle will be a fun thing to try once the big update for niche comes out, because perhaps I will have fun flaunting our peacock tail in the faces of all of those apes in the jungle. We'll have to see. All right, let's keep going. We did defeat a predator. Like, we put our minds to it and we ate him. That was pretty cool. I'm pretty proud, not gonna lie. All right, we're keeping an eye on our baby. He can only go where we go right now, so we're not going to go very far. His mother's gonna stay here. We are not removing the grass. We are gonna leave the camouflage over our little nest spot. Our daughter is over here, and unfortunately, so is that rogue male. I think that Tiergan would want to return to his mate. She's still young. They can still have many children. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of start wandering that way. And also, guys, just for the record, I don't know if this wolf pack would be very forgiving to creatures who are weak, like rogue-born children. Huh. Is that going to be a rogue? Are you going to be a problem for me, buddy? Because you've got webbed hind legs. But I don't know if this wolf pack would be very forgiving to that. So they might leave them to eat the poison berries, which sounds kind of relentless, but I don't know. We'll have to figure out. I always have a really hard time doing that with my nichelings. But I kind of feel like any rejects from the pack would be left with like the poison berries and things like that. I don't know. I wish there was a way to like capture, like we could say like capture a omega or something. And again, I hate the romanticization of the false science done with wolves, but I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting to like capture unwanted nichelings who aren't very good for breeding. I don't know if I could bring myself to force rogue babies to eat from the poison berries because it's not the baby's fault. I think that's just my thing. I just can't do it. Can't force rogue-born babies, which I'm about to have one of, to eat from the poison berries because it just isn't nice. But they can do other stuff like help conquer the island and clear grass. So there we go. If I capture a wanderer who's useless, then we can eat poison berries. And if I have a rogue-born child, they can help clear grass at the very least, I hope. All right, about to have a rogue-born baby. Oh, wait, no rogue? Yes, okay. That's a good thing. We're just gonna like ignore him though. And we're gonna keep, oh, dang it. That's what I get for ignoring you. I was just gonna ignore him for like 2 split seconds so that we could just like hoof it over here. And unfortunately, that's all it took. Okay, and Kier, oh, he got a leech. Sorry, Kier. Unfortunately, that's literally all it took, and now we have ended up pregnant. So Isnari is about to show up with her mom and be like, but they'll take care of the pack. I think we will only make poison berry eaters be those that we capture, maybe from rival packs, and maybe they already have poison berry addiction. So that's what we'll say. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh, you're relentless. It's a killer. What now? What do you mean killer, Bearyena? How much worse is he than a normal Bearyena? He's got a lot of protection. We can't attack him. Oh my gosh, I didn't know there were such killers on this island. And this is why we can only become stronger, guys. Let's run for it. Time to run. Come along, family. It is time to run. Onward we go, dashing through the grasses, leaving behind us a very confused sister who will also be running in a split second here, but the opposite direction. There you go. We left you some bait. Here he is. Eat up. Let's run. Here comes the killer Bearyena. No! How could you, killer Bearyena? Eat the rogue, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh, maybe if we dash into the grasses, we'll be able to have camouflage. We have a lot more camouflage in the grass. Noted. All right, let's get rid of this leech. Let's go ahead. Kier. Eat the nuts while you can, little one, because you won't be allowed to do that forever. And your mother needs a nest, so let's clear out the area somewhat frantically to try to get her a nest. Okay, we have enough for a nest now. All right, noted. And little guy, you can help out with that. All right, we may need to have... Oh, look at this. Like vultures they are. Like vultures overhead, seeing a young, wounded, hunted, pregnant female trying desperately to find a nest of her own. They sense there may soon be an unattended baby they can swoop down and steal. Well, not today. Not today, big blue birds, servants of Tata. I say not today to you because this is going to rise and become a very strong wolf pack that does take care of its own, even if we do need the occasional captured omega to eat poison berries. We'll say they're already addicted to it for us. And we are, yeah, we're gonna survive. We're gonna survive, and we're gonna make a wolf pack who can conquer the island. And we'll see how many islands we can conquer and how far we can go on this killer island. And hopefully in the future we will be able to return to where my heart apparently has become set, the jagged jungle challenge and trying to survive in the wilds of the jungle. We're gonna have to pull that off somehow. But for now, maybe trying to survive on a killer Bearyena dangerous hill island will give me the training we need to take to the jagged jungle in the future. So until next time, guys, I hope you enjoy the beginning of our cow pack wolf pack. We may change that name to maybe just the cow pack. I have no idea what style, what shape, what they're going to look like. Are they going to be mangy creatures that look like they're on their last leg with all sorts of wonky deformed paws and big eyes, or are they going to be sleek, gorgeous creatures who have similar patterning and strong, powerful jaws? Who knows? We're gonna have to see what we make of our cow pack next time. So I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.